OMG. We are done. Finito, kaput. Put a fork in us. It is over. Hey, Fanic Chook. Hey, Shamik Lavender. Welcome on Clubhouse. Carrington on Instagram. Welcome back. Cousin Nancy, Cousin Katasha. Welcome back. Cousin Dana, Cousin Jilly Bean. I see you guys. This is our bonus day, day 101, and then we're officially done. Well, unless you're in the official community, then you're not done. You got indefinitely along to go. But as for this right here, the season has come to an end. These are my tears. I'm going to miss you guys. So, listen, make sure you join the official community, and then we don't have to miss each other. We can still connect in the official community. Welcome to day 101 of Devotional Time for Mindset, okay? If you have been living under a rock, then welcome. I'm glad you are no longer under that rock, but we have been here every single day since January 1st. Weekends and holidays included since January 1st. We've been learning about the Lord. We've been learning about the enemy and his raggedy ways and his attempts on attacking us and trying to control our thoughts. And we're fighting back, guys. We are claiming everything that God desires for us, a life full of purpose, fulfillment, and happiness, which is what I call a first-class life, okay? And we have been learning so many things here on Devotional Time for Mindset. This devotional was guided by the book Battlefield of the Mind Devotional by Joyce Meyer, not the book, because a lot of you are like, oh, I'm reading that, and you're talking about the book. The devotional version of the book. And you guys can still download your free copy at mindsetmastersuite.com. However, we are no longer reading this together live for Devotional Time for Mindset. Hey, Real Fam Wavy Kid. Hey, Cynthia J. Burnside, Denise Williams, Shirley J. Coyne, or Jason, excuse me. SLC, Querty, Dorothy, Lynette, Bob, Fredine, Judy, Shy One, welcome. If you're tuned in right now, let me know where around the world you are tuned in from. Cousin Nanya is back. She says hello on YouTube. Cousin Mama Net is back. Okay, profile picture. I see you taking it a step up on your YouTube picture. Nice to see you tuned in live from Indiana. Put down in the comment section where around the world you are tuned in from. Cousin Jilly Bean says, do you think you'll be doing something similar to this for the beginning of next year? Woo, Cousin Jilly Bean. Listen, if it were up to me, I wouldn't be here this past year, okay? But God told me to do something, and I did it. I was being obedient. I'm just keeping it honest and transparent. I say no, but if God tells me to, then I will. However, I don't know. I can't guarantee. The last time he told me to do this was 2021. And now here we are in 2024. Granted, he did tell me to do it in 2023, and I was procrastinating and I was acting a fool and allowing the enemy to get in my thoughts. And so that's why we're doing it in 2024. But I say all that to say it's not an annual thing. It's a as it comes when God tells me to, I'll do it. Cousin baby girl Carmen's back. She says, hey, mama. Hi. She is awake. She is watching. She is tuned in. Thank your virtual cousins for that. Cousin Jilly Bean says, oh, okay. But listen, Cousin Jilly Bean, all you got to do is join the official Devotional Time for Mindset community, and you can stay connected now and for however long that community is open. Hopefully, God will bless it and grow it and grow it and grow it and grow it, and it's open for who knows how long. Monica, welcome on Clubhouse. Tanya, the hairstylist, welcome on Instagram. Cousin Jilly Bean says, I'm going to, but probably not until next week. Well, don't worry. We will be there next week with open arms ready for you, okay? Cousin Nicole is back on Facebook. She says, hey, sis, tuned in live from Tampa. Cousin Gordon is back, tuned in live from Iowa. Oh, thank you for the stars, cousin sister Nicole. I appreciate it. And listen, guys, cousin Katasha and cousin Nancy are already backstage, ready to come up and celebrate. They say, hey, OMG. I know, right? And you too, if you want to come and celebrate the completion of our journey and join me live, go to mindsetmastersuite.com and click on the join live button. It literally says click here to join the live discussion because we're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate together. Cousin Rocky is back. She said, I had to come in for the last night and I'm sleepy. Girl, we are all sleepy. But we are gonna make it. Cousin Nancy says, Carmen. She's saying hey to you. Okay, so one more time for the one time. I need y'all to share this live stream out, like, love, leave your comments, your remarks, your questions, your insights, anything down there. Especially leave your comments about how devotional time for mindset has impacted your life. Or do it even better. Go to mindsetmastersuite.com and leave a testimonial about how DTM has impacted your life. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. That says testimony, which is the same thing, but we're going to change it to testimonial. Yes. If devotional time for mindset has impacted your life, please go to mindsetmastersuite.com and leave a testimonial, okay? Over here on Clubhouse, cousin Nancy says, if I can do it, you can. It's an easy click. Yes, she's talking about joining the community and or joining live. Again, go to mindsetmastersuite.com and just click on the join live button. Cousins backstage, are you guys ready to come live? Because I don't really have anything to do. We are celebrating together. I don't have a devotional to read. All the things. Yeah, I'm just excited that you guys trusted me to guide you on this journey, and I'm really ready to celebrate all together. Okay, cousin Carrington says I just joined. Woo 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 woo. Good to see ya. We can't wait. Now, for those of you joining the official community, make sure that you introduce yourselves. Okay, so we can all really really get to know one another. So I'm going to bring up cousin Nancy and cousin Katasha, and you too can come on live with us right now. Hey
Hi, Katasha.
Hey, Nancy!
I mean, it's nice to meet
Hi!
cousins from everywhere.
I know! Hi,
Oh, and I love
guys!
that I have DTM right here on my little, I'm in the
cousin!
right corner.
I
Oh, that's perfect. And with your background, it really pops with your background right there.
My great
It
background.
looks good.
Over here, let's see. Cousin baby girl Carmen says, my nails are saying right now. What are your nails saying right now? Because is that what that means? Give me the young people lingo because I don't know what that means, girl. Flagrant 2 says, I'm just observing for now. No problem. Listen, talk to us in the comments, okay? Let us know how DTM has impacted your life. How'd you find DTM? Did it just pop up? Were you already following me? Did somebody tell you about it? All of those things. Oh, she says her nails are slaying right now. Okay, get it, girls. Why you supposed to be asleep? Let me know how you found DTM in the first place down in the comment section. Okay. Hey, cousin Cynthia, welcome back. Also, let me know where around the world you are tuned in from. I'm going to share a few of those places right now. So these are some of the countries that have tuned in to Devotional Time for Mindset over the past 100 days. Bahrain, Barbuda, Brazil, Dubai, Egypt, Ghana, Holland, Indonesia, Ireland, Japan, Kenya, Kingston, Kolkata, India, Kuwait, Lagos, Nigeria, London, Montreal, Canada, Netherlands, Paris, Siberia, Sri Lanka, Sudan, South Sudan, Thailand, Toronto, Canada, Turkey, the UK, obviously the US, Vancouver, Warrington, England, Winnipeg, Canada, just to name a few. Hey, cousin Trey. She said, hey,
Wow.
cousin.
Woo!
I know. That
That's
is
crazy.
That's
amazing.
amazing.
So many people.
I am just honored and humbled, and this is all God's doing. I am doing His work. I'm going to turn our Instagram cousins around so they could see the screen a little bit like that and see kind of you guys backstage a little. See if I can. Cousin Trey says, wow, I know. And then we've had probably, whoops, that's not the right button. Let me see. Can I flip camera? We've probably had, who knows, let me see a little bit. At least 33 of the 50 states: Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Mississippi, Missouri, Nevada, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Virginia, Washington, D.C., Wisconsin.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Lindsay Vertner, you have touched so many people. You should take a bow, girl.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And you're obedient. Like, have we ever done anything 100 days straight?
Oh,
Like
man.
100 days. Like sometimes it just takes a lot to do something for 5 days straight,
Yes.
let alone 100 days straight.
Mm-hmm.
That was a
Mm-hmm.
lot. I mean, and then you touched so many people, and then it was just so many lives that you probably changed. I know you changed mine.
Oh, thank you.
Mine too. I'm right there with you. I've learned so much over the last 100 days. I just have pinched to share. I grew up praying alongside of my bed with my sisters and my dad, and we would go to church every Sunday, and every now and then we'd go to Goodwill to get a pretty dress for church. But I grew up never understanding what I was hearing,
Mm-hmm.
and something on in January brought me to Clubhouse. I somehow ended up right here with Devotional Time for Mindset with Lindsay Vertner, and I have been hooked. And I am truly speechless at 61 years old that this woman taught me more, and all the cousins have taught me more than I could ever wish to know.
Oh,
And I'm so grateful that I've learned so much from all y'all.
Oh,
Nancy, you are just the best, right? Throw your hearts in the air, everybody. Throw your hearts in the comments in the emoji section. Cousin Trey says, "Oh, over on TikTok, I have all these comments. Let me see." Cousin Katasha said, "Hey everyone! Wow, what a journey." Cousin Mamanette says, "Carmen, my ladybug, you're up." Yes, yes, cousin Mamanette. Listen, she pleaded to the folks over this past weekend if she could join us on the last day. And first I said no, and she kept pleading in the comments. And then I said, well, ask your virtual cousins, see what they say. And of course, they all said yes. So she is up, and then she got to go right to bed so she can get her butt up for school in the morning. Andrew has all the celebrating emojis. Hey, cousin brother Andrew, welcome. He says, proud of you on LinkedIn. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cousin Mamanette says, you got school tomorrow, baby girl Carmen? Yes, yes, she does. Cousin Kia Simi says, hello, everyone, tuned in live from Nigeria. Cousin Natalie, tuned in live from Kentucky. Hey, 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 glad you could tune in. So, guys, now remember, if you want to continue this journey, because yes, these live streams are ending right now. However, you can continue the journey with us. Both these beautiful faces that you see on the wait, I gotta get my oh no, that way. That way. Both these beautiful faces that you see on the screen are already in the official devotional time for mindset community. So all you have to do is go to mindsetmastersuite.com and you too can join the official devotional time for mindset community, because that's where we're going to be hanging out from now on. It is a private group. You guys will get access to all of the transcripts from all of the sessions. You guys will get first dibs on anything devotional time for mindset. We just completed a 5 day fast. How'd you ladies? I know Katasha, you did the fast, right? Nancy, did you do the
I
fast?
did.
It's okay.
I watched the video, but I didn't do it, and I'm going to find time next week to do day 1 and then see if I can turn it to day 2.
Hey, hashtag no judgment zone. That's why the replays are there up in the community. Katasha, how'd you feel with our fast?
I did okay. It was a good thing for me. I did it. For me, it was from 7 to 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And I just, did it every day. And I was like praying, on the things that we talked about for the people in the community, the overall fast, for everyone. And then the personal fast for myself. So I did that. And like one day I was talking to somebody and I popped a piece of candy in my mouth and I was like, oh, I'm not seeing it. And I spit it out, right? I was like, oh my goodness. And I just kept on with it. But the only thing that I missed is that because I was working during the day, I couldn't really pop on the things that were with the check-ins during the day.
Yeah.
But I was doing it. And then so
Yes,
I did.
yes.
It was good. It was really good. I felt blessed from it, honestly.
Oh, that is good to hear. One thing that I want to point out from me doing the fast this last time and sharing them with all of the devotional time for mindset cousins is that when we really put God first and allow Him to just take over everything, we can literally do anything. Because I noticed, because I did straight water. I didn't eat anything. Initially, I was planning to only have fruits and vegetables for during a certain period of time, and outside of that, only water. However, about a day or two before we started the fast, I just kept feeling led to do straight water, no fruits and vegetables. And I noticed that that first day or two I felt hungry, like I heard my stomach grumbling, but then by day 3 my stomach didn't even grumble. At no point did I feel hungry. Day 4 I didn't feel hungry, and whenever I did add in fruits and vegetables, it was still like I'm not even hungry. And so it just made me think about when we really set our minds to do something and we prioritize God in everything, we can literally do everything, because the only thing that I was hungry for was more God. I wasn't physically hungry, but sometimes we go a couple hours without eating and we feel like we're dying. And it's like, no,
Right.
no, 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 no. Whenever you put God first in front of everything, it doesn't matter what's going on, because He will feed that hunger in whatever area of life it is in. That's it.
Yeah. It's true. And one thing I wanted to say, my story is similar to Nancy's because I hadn't been on Clubhouse in I don't even know how long. Like it had been months since I had been on Clubhouse, right? And I would peek in once in a while or whatever. And so, I'm usually a night owl anyway, so I'm usually kind of up. And so the notification came through and I was like, let me see what this is. And that's how I found you. And it was like probably on day maybe the early 20s, I think January 20, because I know it was before my birthday, because my birthday is at the end of January. And so it was before that. And ever since then, I have been so blessed by this. My mindset, and when I tell you, and I wrote a testimonial before, but I ended up writing one this evening too, right? Because I wanted you to know, and it's probably long because I got a little long-winded, but that's
Okay.
it's kind of long. I'm gonna tell you now. But I've been just so blessed by this whole thing, to tell you the truth, like honestly, and when you say a mindset, like they say if you can do something for 30 days, it turns into a habit or
Mhm.
whatever. But it was like a whole mindset change for me. I mean, I have started, and I even put that in there. I have started thinking more positively. I've, been able to decipher, the negative thoughts of the enemy, knowing that, and how you kept putting in perspective that if you're hearing negative thoughts and you're hearing doubts and things like that, that's not of God. So it kind of started making me, and you were saying every time you get a negative thought, replace it with a positive one. And I have been doing that. I mean, to the point where I have been having testimonies with my friends. I know I'm going to cry and get emotional,
Oh.
but having testimonies with my friends on how, my mindset has really changed to being so much more positive, thinking so much more positively, weeding out the enemy's, thoughts of that have been so subtle and that have kept me in a state of, how just those little subtle doubts can keep you in a state of procrastination,
Yeah.
right? And stop you from doing things. And it has done that. And I'm looking back on things that I'm thinking now that those were those little subtleties that stopped me from moving forward.
Mm.
And I even started talking to God and just, asking him to forgive me for, like you were saying, how disobedience is, I forgot the phrase, how you were saying the whole disobedience, like, what did you say? Delayed disobedience is still disobedience,
Mhm.
right? So and so that whole thing, and I was like, God, please forgive me for the delayed disobedience. And, please don't turn your back on me for all the gifts, that you have given me that I have, allowed doubt to creep in. And when I stopped all of that, I started my business. Remember, because I started my business and I just plowed into it. I did it. I started it. I was like, no more. I got 2 job offers within 2 weeks. Remember I was telling you about that?
Yep.
Turned me down. And how about they came back to me today? Literally. Because and I'm thinking, all of this, I just feel like this whole positive mindset and putting God first and knowing, and being able to decipher, who's talking. And I even ordered the book from Joyce Myers, How to Hear God Talking, or whatever that book was on, and, and things like that. And even the
Mhm.
Bible that you had. So I'm just saying that I just want you to know, like, you have really, I know you touched me, and I'm sure that it's other people out there that you touched that they're not saying that they'll probably do a testimonial or whatever. But I want you to know that you have touched me and made me, want more God and have God closer in my life, which is something that I've always wanted. And I just want to thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
It has been a game, honestly.
Thank you. Thank you. Both of you guys, I enjoy seeing you in the comments. Oh shoot, speaking of comments, hold on. I didn't forgot about the comments today. Cousin Auntie Kia says, "Hey y'all, I'm so tired. I'm gonna go to bed. I just wanted to say hello. I love y'all. We love you
Hey,
back, Cousin
Auntie
Auntie
Kia!
Kia. We hope that you are feeling well." Cousin Carrington, he's throwing up his hearts. Auntie Kia had her hearts in the comments. Hey, Sylvia. Hey, Melissa. Welcome over on Instagram. Over here on TikTok, Cousin Trey was throwing up her hearts in the comments. Let's see. She says, LOL. Yes. Amen. More hearts. Cousin Jilly Bean says, I truly thank you from the bottom of my heart, too, Lindsay. I'm tearing up. Cousin Jilly Bean, we love you. Cousin Carmen says, hi, thank you for the like. Listen, cousins, if you are tuned in and you're watching right now and you're like, I want to come on screen, come on, celebrate with us. All you got to do is go to mindsetmastersuite.com and click on the join live button. That's it. And then you'll pop up backstage and I'll bring you up onto the virtual stage. Okay. So I don't care. Come as you are, even if you got your bonnet or your do-rag on, you got your pajamas or you got a fancy dress. I don't care. Just click the join live button. Okay. Don't request it on TikTok. Don't request it on Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube or any of those places. Only go to mindsetmastersuite.com and click on the button that says join the live discussion right now. Okay. Baby girl Carmen says it won't work. Did you go to the site, baby? Because it works because your grandma popped up for a hot second and cousin Nancy and cousin Katasha are right here on the screen. So it's working. You might have to troubleshoot. Go to the website, mindsetmastersuite.com, and then scroll until you see where it says join the live discussion.
Hi, Mama Net.
Yep,
I see you, Mama Net. I knew that was you. I was like, there's Mama Net. I knew we'd get some kind of a little.
I'm trying not to be on the camera.
You know what? It's a joyful day to be able to put faces with the beautiful words and all of it. And we are so honored.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Mama Net. We say, hey, Mama Net.
Hello.
What you doing?
Trying to, I'm supposed to be in the bed.
You are all late nighters. It's crazy. I'm a West Coast. Nancy from LA is like, I get tired by 10 o'clock and I'm like, wait a minute, all the cousins, it's midnight, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Y'all are crazy. But you know what? Who doesn't want to listen to Lindsay Bertner? Who doesn't want to listen to DTM? I am hooked for life.
Hey, Cousin Kay on Instagram, and Cousin Lovely is back on TikTok. She says, hello, everyone. Again, you guys, too, can join us live to celebrate the completion of our 100-day journey. Just go to mindsetmastersuite.com. We have Cousin Baby Girl Carmen. Train up a child in the way they should go. Okay. She is getting a little bonus privilege to stay up late tonight, even though she got... You're getting it. You're one step closer. Over here on YouTube, Cousin Kia says, hey, y'all, I switched from IG to YouTube. I just wanted to say hello to everyone. I love you all, and I'm happy that you all are here. She says, for the fast, I didn't really fast per se, but I gave up Starbucks for a week. I go to Starbucks every single week, so I did give that up for a whole week. I will do the fast one day, though. No problem. There is no timeline or deadline. A fast is a declaration between you and the Lord, okay? So no worries. Join when you can. She says, hey, Nanya, Renette, Gordon, Katasha, Kia, Simi, Nancy, Lindsay, and all the other cousins. Delayed obedience is still disobedience. And Cousin Kia says, Lindsay is a true example for so many people. She is everything that I've always wanted to be, a published author, model, actress, and motivational speaker. And those are all the things I've always wanted to be. Cousin Kia, thank you for that. And know that you can be them too. You likely already are. We're waiting for you to finish that book that you were talking about. Okay. So you're already an author. You're already writing. Excuse me. You're already writing. Cousin Joyce says, hey, everyone. And Cousin Kia says, I will come on the screen for a few minutes just to say hello. I'm just not feeling too good tonight. Listen, we hope that you feel better, and we are here when you're ready. Backstage, Cousin Baby Girl Carmen says, Mom, I made it.
Yes, Carmen. Yes. We knew you'd get here.
Yay, Carmen.
Is your
Carmen,
mic
we were rooting for you to be able to stay up tonight.
Thank you. Yes, we voted for you to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Carmen, here's my question, because I know you do a lot of art projects and a lot of projects in your room. Scale of 1 to 10. Is the room amazingly clean or is it got a lot of projects?
Oh, I'd say a lot of projects.
You sound just like your mama.
Yeah, because I'll be asking her about that room when I'm there.
That
Yes. It's been fairly clean this past week. Cousin Kia says, "Hey, cousin baby girl Carmen, Auntie Kia loves you."
I love you too.
Oh, I love all you guys.
I,
Cousin,
I just want to say I'm proud of my daughter. Very proud of her, how she has grown.
thank you.
Mama Net, you did a good job raising your daughter.
I'm
Good,
very proud
proud
of
of
her. I
her.
think I did. Yes, thank you.
Yes, you
Thank
did.
you. Love you too, Mom.
Mhm.
Yes. Cousins, I have a giveaway. Okay, because remember, whenever you joined the devotional time for mindset community, and you guys can still do that, just go to mindsetmastersuite.com and click the button that says join the DTM community. Okay, if we have let's see, if we have 10 people join tonight, I'll do another giveaway, but first let me do the winner of the first giveaway. I'm going to share my screen and you guys are going to see it live. Now, you'll notice that there are some names on here multiple times because it was people that signed up by this date, got multiple entries by this date, got multiple entries by this date, got one entry, and so on and so forth. So, this is from last month. And see, look, there's a reason I kept forgetting to pick a winner because now we can do it live all together so you guys can see who the winner is. So let me share my screen so we can do a share screen and okay. Can you guys see the screen? What's on the screen?
Yep, the
Yep.
wheel is
The
spinning.
wheel.
Okay.
The
Awesome. So
wheel is spinning.
I'm gonna click it.
Tabitha Leo.
Tabitha Leo, you are the winner. It was so close. It was so close. Cousin Nancy, you were almost the winner. But what Brandy say almost doesn't count. So, cousin Tabitha Leo. So, initially, it was going to be the First Class Life devotional. However, I am going to just let you choose which one you would like. Okay, so cousin Tabitha Leo, make sure you send me a DM ASAP and choose whether you want the First Class Life devotional, 35 testimonies of phenomenal faith through turbulent times. Now, this book is actually a result of the very first round of devotional time for mindset that I did back in 2021. I did not have this in my plans. It was not on my to-do list. God said, do it literally in the middle of me doing the devotional. And I paused everything that I was doing and said, okay, let me do this. And it's 35 testimonies of phenomenal faith through turbulent times. So this is the First Class Life devotional book. And then we have First Class Life, 10 key factors to create a life full of purpose, fulfillment, and happiness. Now, this is the foundational book where I explain each of the letters: faithful, intentional, reflective, self care, thankful, and so on and so forth. And then we have First Class Life Volume 1 and Volume 2. This is where other people are sharing their stories of how they created their first class life. And so there's an author for each letter. And you want to know how good my God is and how amazing he works things out? Whenever I did the very first one, I was like, how am I going to set this up? Am I just going to put them in alphabetical order? Am I going to put them by theme? And then as they submitted their stories that they had written for their chapters, it just became plain as day, literally without any prompting. I didn't tell them what to write. Just as they were sharing and I was reading, each of their stories aligned with one of the different letters. I said, if that ain't nobody but God, because what are the odds? One of them, their story aligns with faithful. Another one of them, their story aligns with self care. Another one of them, their story aligns with confidence. And so each author goes with each letter of First Class Life, and that's what their story that they're telling and the lessons that they're giving. So this is volume 1, and this is volume 2. So you can pick from one of those 4, and you can pick from the First Class Life workbook or the First Class Life coloring book. And everything in these obviously align with the lessons of First Class Life and creating your first class life full of purpose, fulfillment, and happiness. So, Tap for Leo, make sure you get me a DM to claim your prize. Okay.
Nancy,
Um,
I got a kitty too.
I was telling Lindsay earlier, my cats get so like I get ready for bed and then I'm washing my face and my cats are staring at the computer screen when they hear the music, the pregame. And then Lindsay's there. And this one, especially, her name is Stormy. She has to be like right here. I don't know. My cat's going to go through withdrawal, not hearing Lindsay Vertner and cousins every night. Like it's our bedtime story. I can't even like
Oh
this
my
cat
God,
is
that's so
obsessed.
cute.
sorry, Kitty. Sorry.
No,
It's
that's quite
crazy.
cute. She's a tuxedo. I don't know where she was. She was like right here at first, and then she jumped and ran away. And like I have these lights going in the back, so she's trying to chase the lights on the wall.
That would be, yes, I understand that.
That's funny. That is funny. You'll have to put the devotional time for mindset replays up.
That's right. Just play it every night for another 100, for the rest 200 days.
Yeah.
Just put them on repeat.
Yes, yes. So I have some questions for you guys. So all of you cousins that are tuned in right now, come join us live to celebrate the completion of our 100-day journey. Cousin Trey, Cousin Kay, Cousin Jilly Bean, Cousin Shamik, come on over. Cousin Gordon, Andrew, who else did we have tuned in? Cousin Joyce, Cousin Andrew, Cousin Natalie, Cousin Kia Simi. Go to mindsetmastersuite.com and click on the join live button. And if you want to keep your camera turned off, that's completely up to you. If you're like, I just can't, then it's okay. You can keep your camera turned off. But come and join us as we celebrate the completion of our 100-day journey. And remember, the journey doesn't have to stop here. Make sure you subscribe to the official devotional time for mindset community by going to mindsetmastersuite.com and click on the box button that says click here to subscribe to the DTM community, okay? Because that is where we will be hanging out from here on out. It is a private group. You guys will be able to interact with each other. You guys can start prayer circles, if that's what you call it. I will be showing up in there for sure once a month. And obviously, these ladies can attest, I show up much more than that. But as far as like giving a lesson of some sort in the live Zoom, that will be once a month. Sometimes we'll have guest speakers. You guys will have access to all of the transcripts from all of the sessions. You guys will get first dibs on anything. You'll get discounts on any potential DTM merch that may or may not come. Yes, so that is the place to be to continue just growing on this journey and encouraging and supporting one another and really just building that community. That's what it's all about. Because, you know, sometimes it's hard to find people that are on the same track or that really understand or get the things that you're going through. And seeing as you guys have been here listening to the lessons, you guys are understanding how the enemy attacks our minds and, you know, putting it into play. And you've essentially been on this journey together, whether it's your first week or you've been here all 100 days. This is where everyone can continue to connect and support each other and really just have that sense of community, especially if you don't have it in your actual physical environment. So that is the place to be. We are officially getting things kicked off now that this journey is coming to an end. So It was like little violins playing.
Yeah.
So I have some random questions for you guys, and all of you guys that are tuned in, put the questions or the answers to the questions in the comment section. Okay. Hey, cousin Kia Simi, it is daytime.
Yeah.
You. Welcome. Tuned in live from Nigeria. How are you?
I'm fine.
Yay, Kia Simi, you're amazing.
Hi,
You're my clubhouse
Tiffany.
girl.
Are you sure you can hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Yes, yes. What time is it over there right now?
5:45 in the
AM?
morning.
Oh,
Yes,
In the
yes,
morning?
yes.
Oh my goodness.
It's
I'm
Thursday. Well, I guess it's
And
Thursday for
I'm
all.
still in bed.
well, we are glad that you joined us. Listen, early bird, kudos to you because this
mm-hmm.
Yes,
morning
I'm happy. Thank you so much.
I've just been going to bed at 5 o'clock.
And I'm getting up at 5:30.
Yeah. Hey, cousin Gordon, where you tuned in from? Cousin
Hello,
Gordon is on the road.
Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Nice, nice. I'm glad that you could get connected and pulled up over here on StreamYard. So welcome. Listen, anybody else want to join live? You know what to do. Just like your cousins did here on the screen. Go to mindsetmastersweet.com and click the join live button so we can all celebrate together. Okay. So I have a question and all of you don't have to answer. Just whoever wants to answer it can answer it. Okay. It's a really easy question. And so this is the question. I'm going to put it on the screen. And then for those of you that are not actually on the screen, put it in the comments, whatever platform you are tuned in from. Put your answer in the comments. And so the question is, thinking back to the very first day that you found devotional time for mindset, what pulled you in and what made you keep coming back?
I will tell you, for me, it was your delivery and your welcoming spirit that was that just pulled me in, because you were so thoughtful and so kind, and you just spoke the word, and I felt immediately drawn to you, that I'm like, I have to come back every single night, or I have to watch the replay. It was your delivery and the way you explain the word, and your devotional lessons were speaking to me immediately.
Thank you. Thank you. Cousin Kiyosumi, you had an answer. Go ahead and share your answer that you put in the chat.
Hello?
Yep, we hear you.
I can barely hear you. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can now.
Okay, yeah. So I was share what you put in the chat about what pulled you in and made you keep coming back.
Okay, so the very first day that I joined on Clubhouse, you immediately called my name, and it was so perfect, your pronunciation, and you said welcome. And you asked me, where am I tuning in from? I said Nigeria. So I was like, okay, let me hold on and hear what this lady has to say. And it was as if all what you were saying that very day, it was all God said. So I just decided to stay back. 15 minutes turned to 30 minutes, and 30 minutes turned to 40 minutes. And ever since then, I kept coming back. And any day I miss, I try to go on YouTube to watch the replay, and I've been blessed ever since then.
Yay! Thank you for sharing. I love how you're like, let me see what this lady has to say. What's this crazy lady talking about on YouTube and Clubhouse and all the things right now? Katasha, do you want to share yours?
Um, Yes, I typed mine in, but I'll tell you what it was. When I joined, you were so bubbly, right? And you were just so full of energy. And I'm like, it's 12 midnight. Like, she's just like, she's bubbly, like it's 12 noon. And I love that because it was like, okay. And then you started explaining the word in layman's terms. You just started breaking it down in layman's terms. And then even then, how you would do your reenactions and say stuff about, how they were saying what they were saying in the Bible. It was making me crack up laughing. And then one day I was on my way to work and I was listening to a replay, and you were like, I just gotta say it. I gotta say it. Can I say the S word? I was like, I started to pull over. I was like, no way, no way,
Uh-huh.
no way. I was like, and then I was
Really?
screaming in the car, say it, say it. It was too funny. And and it was like how you were just so down to earth and not preachy or, that kind of thing. And, that, but you still bought the word. And that just, it was hands down for me. I knew I was going to continue to come back.
Thank you. Thank you. Over here on Instagram, Cousin K says, yes, on Clubhouse, I made sure to tune in to day one to support and knowing your God given purpose behind what you do. Your dedication and discipline is inspiring and motivational. Thank you, love. Listen, you guys, Cousin K, she was here for the very first round of Devotional Time for Mindset when it was only on Clubhouse. So
Wow.
she's been able to see the evolution from the beginning of the original to the end of the original to all the way to the second go round, and just how it has grown and expanded, and all of these different platforms we're streaming on. So that's fun. That's really fun. Cousin Jilly Bean on TikTok says, you were so warm and inviting, and I was hooked on you since day three. She says, God brought me to you. Cousin Jilly Bean, listen. I appreciate, she says, I know God brought me to you. I'm glad that you found me. I am glad that I showed up. And just let what Cousin Jilly Bean just said on TikTok be a testament to everyone that when God is telling us to move, we have to move, because we never know who is tied to our obedience, even if it seems like something small or something big or all in between. Even if we don't understand why He is telling us to do certain things or to not do certain things, we never know who is connected on the other side of that obedience, which is why it's so important for us to show up and for us to move when God says move. Because, like I shared with you guys many times on the previous days, I had no clue what it was going to be, what it was going to turn into, what it was going to come of it. I literally was doing what God told me to do. The second go round, I was literally doing the same thing. A little more hesitant because the enemy, he was working. But luckily I did not let him win, and I showed up and was obedient, and now I have a whole new set of cousins in addition to the original ones from 2021, the very first ones. Let me see. Auntie Kia says, it's not allowing me in, sis. It keeps saying enter in studio, but it won't let me in. Try refreshing, like try like clearing your cookies and like going all the way out, clearing your cookies and coming back in. Because there's room for you to come in. I do got a limit, but we're not at the limit yet. So I'm not really sure. That'll be my best guess. Well, did you unplug and did you reboot? Like the tech people always say. Try that, and hopefully that will work. Just really clearing your cookies and things like that. Cousin Kia says, what kept me coming back was Lindsay's personality. She reminds me a lot of myself. Her crazy connected to my crazy. Then the fellowship was something I desired and needed in my life. I am so glad that all of y'all found Devotional Time for Mindset, however you found Devotional Time for Mindset. If you are just tuning in, welcome to day 101 of Devotional Time for Mindset. Okay, we are celebrating the completion of our 100-day journey. If you want to watch any of the replays, go to mindsetmastery.com and click on the YouTube button, and then you will be able to watch all of the replays available on YouTube right there. There's actually a playlist that says Devotional Time for Mindset playlist, because I got a lot of videos on YouTube. But it is there. All of them are there. They will be there indefinitely. So go back, watch the replays, share with others. Whatever you need is there available. MindsetMasterSuite.com. That is your home base for all things Devotional Time for Mindset. Make sure you subscribe to our official Devotional Time for Mindset community, because that's where we're going to be hanging out. After tonight is over, we won't be showing up like this anymore. So make sure you join us. A lot of these faces you see on the screen are already in the community. So hanging out, doing all the things. Lastly, if DTM has impacted your life in any way, shape, or form, please go to mindsetmastersuite.com and leave a testimonial. Okay. Let's get back into some chatting. Okay, guys. How about, this is an easy one. How would you describe DTM to a stranger? And you guys will have to unmute yourself. So make sure you're unmuted whenever you start talking. But how would you describe DTM to a stranger? And you guys that aren't on the screen, put it down in the comments. How would you describe Devotional Time for Mindset to a stranger?
I think I would describe it as a non-judgment zone where you can go and, hear the word, and in a way where you can really understand it, and to be somewhere where, if you're trying to move forward in your life and trying to change your mindset and your thinking and get closer to God, that this would be a good platform for you to be.
Nice. Anyone else? Y'all didn't know y'all was gonna have a pop quiz, huh?
A quiz.
Like, Lindsay, we didn't study for the test. Cousin Kia Simi says the same thing. She says a non-judgmental community over in the comments. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys, cousins that are on the screen right now, you can actually stream this to your own platforms. So I think it'll look different whether you're on a computer or on your phone. But if you look somewhere, if you just kind of click down in the different spots, you can actually stream this to your Facebook or your whatever you're tuned in from. Yeah, and that'll help spread the word as well. So feel free. You guys are more than welcome to stream it to your own platforms as well. Let me see over here. Cousin Kia says, let me in. I don't see you backstage. I don't see you back there. I can't let you in. Let me see. Keep trying. Maybe you're getting closer. Do you see it? Did it let you? Because I don't see you. Cousin Mama Net says, daily bread for cousins. Oh, I got it. That's how she would describe DTM, as daily bread for cousins. Cousin Kia says, it says you want me to connect via YouTube. So when I do that and I choose my account, it doesn't let me in. Maybe try Facebook, because you've connected before. So I don't know what the difference would be. Remember that one day you came and you shared your testimony? Because Cousin Kia, she utilized the join live button.
She sure did. And what a great impact, Auntie Kia. You were amazing.
It's It's been there this whole time. Some of y'all used it and some of y'all didn't, but y'all are free to use it right now. Oh, yep, that's what it is. She says the devil. Look, he don't want you to share whatever it is that you have to say, because he said, oh, it's gonna be more powerful verbally than it is in the comments. Because I don't know, because you've been here before and I didn't do anything different than all the other ones. She says, oh, thank you so much. Uh-huh. We love you, cousin Kia.
Lindsay, I feel like how I would describe DTM to a stranger was you made it so conversational. Even though we are on 8 different platforms, you would read Joyce Meyer devotional, and then we would begin a conversation that would make us think about how are we, whether it's about worry or whether it's God plans for my life or whether it's negativity and all the things. But it was putting us in a mindset of, gosh, I need to think about that. And you kept us honest. You're like, how many of you have done this? And my hand was raised every darn time. I was like, guilty. But everything you did was conversational in a very safe space that made us really appreciate, I think, a conversation about the word, but about how we can be better human beings and how we can be just a better person.
Yes, I love that. I do what I can. Like that, I know that kind of one of the things I've always done is just try to bridge the gap between like the complex and the simple, because I feel like sometimes we overcomplicate a lot of things. And not sometimes, but like very, very often we overcomplicate a lot of things. And sometimes the answer can be plain as day. But because we're overcomplicating it, we ignore it. And then when we do see the answer, we're like, well, that can't be it. That's too easy. I could do that in my sleep. I could do that in the blink of an eye. So that's obviously not the answer, whenever it very may well be the answer. And so I know, like, as I'm thinking about the lessons when I'm doing my notes and everything, if I can't think of anything, I will not force it. And I will be like, okay, if it comes, it comes. Now, the planner in me hates when it comes 10 minutes before we're supposed to go live, because I'm like, then I'm feverishly trying to write everything down that I'm thinking, and I'm trying to look up verses and get the whole context and make sure that I'm actually doing it and delivering it right and everything. And so that's why I'm always like praying before, like, God, just speak through me. May your will be done. May the one be reached. Allow me to do no harm unintentionally to your children with the words that I say out of my mouth in my Chris Tucker voice. But I do take it very seriously as far as just trying to break it down, because we can overcomplicate things, including God and what that means. And when, like I've said many times before, like if we don't understand, we can't implement it. We can't apply it to our lives if we don't understand it. And so that's why I'm very big in all of things to make it as plain as day, as simple as possible. That's one reason why I love just using analogies and metaphors and examples and all of those things, because it's like, all right, everybody knows what pizza is, right? Let's compare it to this pizza.
Yeah, your water bottle analogy, and I mean, plus your humor when you're like, you ain't no fish, and we were going to put that on a t-shirt. Or, I mean, it's that I'm dying laughing, where I'm like, she is so darn funny. Or when I move, you move, just like that. I just, all the things happen.
I love you guys. And I appreciate all of you that have tuned in over this past 100 days for just allowing me to be me, because that's what you're going to get on the internet or in person. And so if you don't want this energy, then you in the wrong spot. Hey, cousin Eliza, welcome back. You are in the wrong spot. Cousin Kia, you still working on it over there? She said last message I saw, she said she was going to try her laptop. Listen, if you guys are just tuning in, this is day 101, our bonus day, and we are just hanging out. We are celebrating, reminiscing on the past 100 days of this journey that we have completed together as we grow in our walks with Christ. If you want to join your beautiful and handsome cousins, then, oh, wait a minute, is Cousin Carrington still here? No, he dropped off. I was gonna say we didn't hear from Cousin Carrington. I saw him pop up over here. But if you want to join, then go to mindsetmastersuite.com and click on the join live button and come on and join the discussion verbally live right now. You can obviously keep your camera turned on or off. Completely your preference. And then, if Devotional Time for Mindset has impacted your life in any way, shape, or form, then head over to mindsetmastersuite.com and leave a testimonial, okay? And lastly, if you're like, what am I going to do without you? Don't worry, you don't have to be without us. Go to mindsetmastersuite.com and click on the button that says to subscribe. I'm going to almost messed that all the way up. That says to subscribe to the DTM community and join our cousins, because that's where we'll be hanging out, is a private group just for us, and that is where we will be doing all the things from here on out. Okay, so let's continue in the discussion. I have two more questions over here, and you guys are more than welcome to share whatever you like in between the questions. But I thought, the presenter in me said, let me have some questions planned. What is the biggest aha moment or lesson that you've learned from Devotional Time for Mindset? So for those of you that are tuned in, put the answer to this question down in the comments. And then obviously you guys on the screen, feel free to jump in. What's the biggest aha moment or lesson that you've learned so far from DTM?
Where your focus grows, your energy flows.
Rah, rah, rah. Put it on a shirt. Put it on a shirt.
I mean, that line will stay with me forever. Where your focus goes, your energy flows.
Mm-hmm.
It says it all.
It's so true. That's why I kept repeating it all the time. Anytime you hear the word focus, that whole phrase should just pop in your head.
My biggest aha moment was when you talked about Dad drowning.
I mean, Carmen, that story was really good about how they were on vacation and then your dad was like, no. I mean, Carmen, that story was really good.
It was.
You didn't have to say it like that, though. In case y'all didn't hear it on the audio, baby girl cousin Carmen said, my biggest aha moment was when you talked about Dad drowning. Now, listen, guys, listen. Obviously, my husband did not drown, okay? But he thought he was going to drown, and it was just a whole bunch of lessons in that one little incident. And I shared those lessons. I don't remember which day that was, so just go and watch all of the 100 replays and you'll find it in one of them.
Tell the story.
What'd you say?
Tell the story.
I can't. We will be here for a whole nother hour if I told the story. So they'll just have to go watch the replay. I know that is obviously her favorite story because it was so funny and he was so serious. Y'all gotta go watch the replay. Go find it. Go find it.
Cousin Kia made it.
Woo! That's, you guys know, my noise maker blower that I do with my hand. Cousin Kia, take yourself off mute and talk to us, girl. You made it. Look, no weapon formed against you shall prosper.
Girl.
Listen, that was a perfect example of perseverance and not giving up, because there are a lot of people that would have been like, forget it, I'm not getting on there, and they would have just stopped. But she tried different platforms. She restarted and rebooted and unplugged, and now here she is. Just let that be an illustration of that's what the enemy wants you to do. He will try all
Yes.
the tricks to
Yes,
make
water,
you
cousin
give up.
Nancy. I need a drink of water after this.
Yeah. He will try all the things to make you give up. And unfortunately, a lot of us will give up. But if we just persevere and keep trying, eventually you're going to see the fruits of your labor. So talk to us, Cousin Kia. You made it. Happy to see you.
Thank you, Scott. It's good to be here, y'all. I'm just not feeling too good tonight,
Hmm.
but I'm glad to see y'all. I tried to stay up. My husband kept saying, "Go to sleep," and I was just like, "I gotta stay up. I gotta stay up." So I just wanted to come and say hey to y'all.
Cousin Kia, when you came on screen, and you told us your story about the oxygen and all the
Mm-hmm.
tragedy, that was the most touching episode. I am so grateful
Oh,
for you that
oh,
I
thank
have
you
prayed
so
for
much.
you all the time. I'm like, where's Cousin
Oh,
Kia? Like,
oh,
so
thank you. Thank
bless
you
you.
so much. I appreciate y'all. It's been rough just trying to, like, earlier I just snatched the oxygen off and threw it down because I've been on it 24/7 for over a month now. And it's just aggravating. And I'm just like, I just want to break, and then I have been having a lot of anxiety, because I had read online somewhere that people who use oxygen 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, have a life expectancy of 1.9 years. And so I was having anxiety after I read that. And I was like, oh my God, Lord, I'm not ready to die. I'm not doing everything I want to do. I want to be here with my babies. I want to be here with my husband. We just get into the good part. I want to be here with my family, my parents, everybody. And I was just freaking out. And so I went to treatment on a couple of days ago. And I told my doctor about that. And she was like, listen, you do not need to be on Google because was that a reliable source? Because she said that'll make you think you're growing two heads. And I was like, I didn't know, I just read it and thought, they knew what they were talking about. And she's like, that is not true. And she's like, lots of people are on oxygen for years. I'm only scheduled to be on it for 3 to 6 months. Hopefully, I'll be able to come off of it within that time span. But I do still have to get more testing because my doctor thinks that I have pulmonary hypertension. And I told her I won't receiving that, period. I won't receiving it. But I'm going to get tested. If they say I have it, then we will proceed and treat it. But I'm not trying to receive that report right now. I'm just not. So, sickle cell is enough all by itself. So I just really don't need nothing else. But
Hmm.
I'm just waiting for the blood clot to dissolve. What they did not tell me when I left the hospital after 21 days was that I was going to still continue to have chest pain. And I've been having chest pain every single day since I left the hospital. So I've been having to go back and forth to like the day hospital to get treatments in between since I've been discharged. And so that's what I did a couple of days ago. Baby, what day was that? Tuesday? It was Monday. No, it was Monday. So Monday I went back and got another treatment. That helped me to feel better or whatever. But um, I'm just trying to um, stay positive and trying to still. I'm limited in what I can do because I do have a portable oxygen concentrator, but it only has 4 hours on that battery. So when I go out, I'm like, all right, now where we gonna go? What we gonna do? Because I ain't got the 4 hours on this battery. And then, it ran out on me the other night while I was out longer than 4 hours. And I was freaking out because I was like, I plugged my car charger in, but it went completely out. It had to like give it some juice before it, as my daddy said, before it could crank back up. So I had to wait for it to crank back up, y'all. And I was like, okay. I was like telling my husband, we gotta hurry up and get home. Let's go. I was like, we gotta get home. And then it came back on. So I was like, relieved. But this is just a whole new this is new to me. This is not something I'm used to having to do. I never had to use oxygen before. And
Yeah.
so the whole reason, and I just want to tell y'all the backstory behind it. The whole reason why I think I got the blood clot was because I had gained a lot of weight from being in the hospital back to back admissions, and I had gained a lot of weight. And I was like 190 pounds. I've never weighed that much in my entire life, not even pregnant. And so I was like, I gotta lose this weight. And so my doctor gave me this medicine, this weight loss medicine, a pill. And I was thinking that it was just a weight loss pill, but it was really a seizure medicine that they use because it was one of the side effects was weight loss. So apparently, I started having shortness of breath while I was on the medicine, and I realized, that medicine was causing me problems breathing. So I discontinued it, and then, I was having a lot of chest pain, and so then I realized that my husband researched it. That medicine causes blood clots. Not only that, estrogen causes blood clots, and I'm on a birth control pill that has estrogen in it, and I was taking a supplement called saw palmetto that had estrogen in it. So between the estrogen overload and the weight loss medicine, so long story short, I have gained every bit of weight back that I lost on the daggone medicine that I started. So
Aw.
I'm just going to be a cute fat girl because you know what? I'm not taking nothing else. So that's how we gonna do this. I just gonna have to be a cute fat girl. That's what we gonna do.
I love that
So
you can just laugh in the moment about it right now.
yeah,
Sometimes we do have to laugh through the pain. Just like,
yeah.
how they said, what is it, weeping for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Just,
Mm-hmm.
we love you. Over here on Instagram, Cousin K says prayers and love, Cousin Kia, and she's throwing up the heart.
Oh, I love y'all.
Gonna
I
continue to
love
pray for
y'all.
you. Continue to
I
pray
appreciate
for
it.
you. Yes, we are gonna continue to pray for
And
you, and you keep, thinking those positive thoughts because it's gonna be, like my mom used to say, this too shall pass.
yes. And y'all pray for me Sunday. My parents are pastors. They're having their 7th pastoral anniversary on Sunday. And I am the dance ministry leader at our church. And I have not danced in over a year. And so I told them that I wanted to dance for them. And they were like, how are you going to dance with oxygen? I said, listen, I'm not about to let the devil stop me from dancing. I said, I will dance in a chair. So I'm choreographing a dance completely sitting down in a chair. And when I tell you that I'm so excited to be able to just minister and show people that I'm not allowing the enemy to stop me from my ministry, I'm not going to allow what my circumstances are to stop me. And so, when I talked to my former dance ministry leader that taught me everything I know, when I talked to her about it, she's like, wait, hold up. She's like, so you mean to tell me how you gonna dance with oxygen on? She's like, She's like, nope. I was like, listen, I'm gonna be sitting down. It's gonna be okay. Like, I wouldn't do it if I said I'm supposed to exercise anyway. What's the difference? So I said, I will be fine. I promise you. So y'all pray for me, that I make it through. It's a song. If y'all look it up, it's by Ricky Dillard. It's called when I when I think when I think. It's called When I Think, and it's talking about when I think about the goodness of Jesus and when I look back over my life. And that song will take you in. I mean, it just will minister to you. Talk about, all the things you've been through in your life. And it's a worship song. And
Mhm.
so it's very repetitive, but I was looking up some of the words for ASL last night because we do incorporate sign when we dance. And I was like, asking my ministry leader, what's the sign for grace? I can't remember that one. Wait a minute, what's the sign for holy? I can't remember that one. And so it's slowly coming back to me, but I'm gonna do it. And I think that it's not gonna be a dry. I know my dad is a water bag, so I know he's gonna be crying. I think my mom's gonna be crying. So I just hope that I'm feeling well enough to do it. So
Yes.
y'all pray for me.
We are claiming it, and I want you to stop saying, I hope that I'm feeling well enough, and say, I will be feeling well enough. I'm feeling well enough right now. And
Right.
I know sometimes doing that is easier said than done, but that's what
Hmm.
we got to keep repeating and keep speaking over ourselves and focusing on, okay, what do I need to do to get that feeling for sure? Do I need to drink more water? Do I need to take this rest? Or, whatever it is that we're going through in that moment, but just speaking that I feel great. I feel great. Even if
Right.
we're barely breathing, or even if we're in all kinds of pain, just still
Right.
feeling like I feel great. And not that we're ignoring the emotions or anything. Definitely listen to your body and rest when you need to rest and all those things. But on the flip side, just speaking over yourself, that healthiness, the whatever it is that you need to do, and then focusing on the activities that will help play a part in that as well. So the thinking and the action creating the reality. We're definitely all continuing to pray for you, and I know that that will be a very powerful moment. Because even when, as soon as you said dance on Sunday, like I got chills, and I was like, oh, that's about to be the one right there.
Wow.
So we love you. You have a
I
whole
love y'all too.
family of cousins supporting you, praying
Absolutely.
for
Is
you.
it gonna
Thank
be?
you. Thank
Are you gonna?
you.
Is it gonna be streamed live, Auntie Kia? Did your church
Yes.
stream live?
Yes. I can give y'all the link to the, you want me to type it?
Mm-hmm. Put it in there
Okay.
so I can put it on the
Okay.
screen.
Was
And
it
I
you?
hope you put it in. I hope you come in the community next week and you can tell us live, or next, in the next few weeks, that you're in the community and you give us the full play by play.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Was it you, Katasha, who said you said you started a business, right? Out of this
Yes.
whole thing during this time. And that's what
Yep.
I've been trying to do, is get a congratulations.
Thank
Congratulations. That's what I've been
you.
trying to
Thank
do,
you
is get my
so
business
much.
off the ground. Because when Lindsay said the thing about the t-shirts, I make t-shirts, I make jewelry, I'm crafty. Like I was telling you, like I want to do crafts with my niece, like
Mhm.
really for real, for real. Even if we gotta do a virtual craft, Auntie is here for it. Auntie Kid is here for it. But I started a business because I have not been able to do my shirts. I haven't been able to make my stuff. So I'm promoting this, my faith gear. This I'm selling these faith hats. I got my bling faith shirt on. And so once I get the items uploaded in the store, I'm gonna give y'all the link. So y'all please go
Okay.
check my new store out, because that
Yes.
was something that
Absolutely.
came to me. I was like, well, I'm limited right now, but I gotta figure out a way to still bring home that bag while I'm not able to do what I do. And so when she was talking about doing different things, and when she started her business, and then you birthed the business, and then I was like, y'all are just inspiring me. So,
Mm-hmm.
hopefully I can get all this stuff loaded. I got some nice items, that I hope that you all will like. And y'all have inspired me, and I appreciate y'all. Now I'm a hush.
Make
Listen.
sure you load that, because I would love to come on to the live and virtually come to the service.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Put the link in the comment. I didn't see it over there, so put the link for
Yeah.
the service in the comment.
Okay.
Try and
Where?
put that not
Oh,
in the private comments, but put it actually on one of the platforms so I can put it on the screen for everybody that's watching to see. They can take a screenshot.
okay. Connect to comment. It says connect your YouTube account to join the live chat. Okay.
Cousin K
And
says logging off for a long day ahead tomorrow. Great job, Lindsay and cousins. Hope to catch up with everyone soon. Have a great day, Cousin K. Get some rest. Yes,
Kia,
creating a life.
I just I just want to say that yeah, I'll add the name to the prayer list tomorrow. My one little mission group. But I just want to say, earlier Lindsay asked a question, and I said, or I think this is daily bread because basically I was just looking. But I just know our thoughts do play a huge role in our directions we go. Our thoughts hold so much power. But you need to just be positive that you're going to be healed. Um, this is just a little small season that you're going through. I'm gonna be getting off here. I just wanted to say that you ladies and there's the guys continue your path um, um, with Jesus because we all have to have that personal relationship with God. And I know I need to do better than what I've been doing in the past. I haven't been able to get out here with Lindsay as much as I want to, but I plan on going back to get all 100 devotions. Um, I did find me a nice journal that I want to go back and recap everything. But I'm going to get off of here because my clock goes off at 4:30 a.m.
Oh wow.
And I pray for all the cousins on here as well. And Lindsay, please get that link for me.
Yes, yes. What was that last part you said, Bob?
What'd you say?
What was the last part you said? Do what for you?
Oh, the link for Tia for her, so I can try to get on there
Oh, okay.
I'm
Sunday.
entering it now.
Okay. I'm gonna get her for the and everybody.
Cousin Kia Sumi says, thank you for today. I love you all. Absolutely. I'm glad that all of you guys could be here. Hey, Warwick over on Clubhouse. I've seen you tuned in over there, wanting to say hello. Okay, St. Jude Missionary Baptist Church on YouTube. See if you can find the actual, like, their
You
at
got the
name.
address?
Is that their at name? Yeah, or the link, so I can put that on there because I feel like there's a lot of St. Jude.
It's actually when you enter it, it's 2 that comes up. This one is in Hope Mills, North Carolina. So it's in Hope Mills, North Carolina. I live in Fayetteville, but Hope Mills is right down the street. And so but my husband is gonna get the exact link for me.
And in North Carolina, you said.
What time does your service start?
11 o'clock. Yep.
Okay.
And that is Pastor L.T. Newbin. That is my dad. And it is his 7th, him and my mom. My mom is the assistant pastor, and it's their 7th anniversary. So I'm excited for this.
That's awesome. That's a blessing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes.
So,
we hear you back there, hubby. Hey, cousin hubby. Tell him get that link for us so he can put that on the screen, the actual link. I just thank you guys for showing up, and I can't say it enough. Like, just thank you for trusting me to guide you on this journey. One more question I'm gonna say: if we have at least 10 more people joined by the end of the week. What is the end of the week? By the 13th, by April 13th. If we have 10 more cousins join, then we will do another giveaway. So here's one final question. How has DTM impacted your life? So put it down in the comments if you're tuned in, or you guys on the screen can answer that here. How has DTM impacted your life over the last 100 now?
SJ866726.
Lindsay, why don't you go first?
I'm going to start crying, and I don't want to cry right now because I just am a mush ball. It has impacted my life where I have no words. I have been in business working for companies for 30-something years and had some fantastic leaders, but nobody like Lindsay Vertner. And to have taught me so much over the past 100 days that the impact is, I can't even measure it. I can't even put it into words. How close I feel with God. And I'm always a positive thinker, but to just commit, study the scripture, the scripture's right here, study it and talk to God and acknowledge him and keep giving back to people. Lindsay Vertner, you are one in a zillion.
Thank you, Nancy. Thank you. Over here in the comments. Oh, here it is. Cousin Kia put it in the comments. So everybody take a screenshot. SJMBC6726. That is the actual username on YouTube for St. Jude Missionary Baptist Church on YouTube. There you go. SJ for St. Jude Missionary Baptist Church. Those with those letters. 6726. So, and you said what time does service start?
The service starts at 11 o'clock. Now, mind you, this is a special service. Huh?
What time zone?
Eastern.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a special service. So you, the person that comes on to preach, that's not going to be my dad. He's not going to be preaching. So it'll be a guest speaker, just so y'all know. But I'm just going to warn y'all, we are my parents, it's a very traditional, old school missionary Baptist church. This ain't your typical new, like the new non-denominational. I came up this way, but I left and went to a non-denominational church. So being back in that culture is different. It's real different. So they still sing hymns and all of the old traditional. You're gonna see the traditional as the little neighbor that I took to church. He said, that's the king's chair. They got the big king's chair in the pulpit. So it's very traditional. So I'm just warning y'all. I'm like, what kind of backwoods church is this?
We're happy to support you, Cousin Kia.
That's right. We're here.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate y'all.
Yes. And I know Cousin Katasha just flipped the script on me and said, how has DTM impacted my life personally? It's hard to put into words, especially this being the second time around, and just knowing how it started and then watching all the moments where I could have went opposite of what God was telling me, but I didn't. And then the result of that, and comparing that to times where I did do the opposite of what God was telling me and the result of that. And so this second time around just really was an additional reminder of the importance of being obedient to God when God tells you to move, not when you feel like moving, if you ever move at all. And most importantly, did I say most importantly already? All of these are clearly important. But just the new family that I have gained is my ultimate favorite part. Like, I can't put into words. I said that already, but listen, that's the truth of it. I can't put into words how much I just love you guys, and I really enjoy you guys. I know I say that all the time, and I know I say I think of y'all often, but it is like legit. I think of y'all often. There's not a day that goes by where I'm not thinking about at least one of you, if not many of you. Like, there's one thing, I won't say this person's company for privacy, but every time I'm in my car and I'm listening, then I think of this person and I'm like, oh, she works there. I wonder what she's doing at work. Or, just like when Cousin Kia hadn't been here for a couple times, like, oh, I wonder if Cousin Kia's all right. She ain't been tuned in a little bit. When Cousin Dee hadn't tuned in a little bit. And not that I was expecting all of you to tune in every single day, but once you did tune in, I started to catch your habits, like who popped in here and popped in there versus who was, for the most part, pretty regular, even if it wasn't every day. And so I noticed, even though it's all been virtual, like I notice when you guys are not here. I notice when you change your profile picture or change your username. Like somebody got me one time and I was like, wait a minute, this
Who
the
that?
same.
Who that?
Yes, yes. I think that was actually Dee Dee. Her profile and her username was different when she switched platforms. And I was like, hey, welcome. She's like, I've been here before. And I'm like, oh, I didn't recognize the username. And she's like, oh, because it's Dee Dee from Clubhouse. I was like, oh, now I know who you are. But like, I literally think of you guys all the time. When we were doing the fast, I was thinking of you. Like anytime you guys share things or, just make your comments, when those things pop up in my daily life, I'm literally thinking of you. Or I'm like, ooh, I bet cousin Katasha would like that. Or, just whatever it is, you guys are literally on my mind all the time. And I'm constantly praying for you and wanting the best and, just hoping that you are well. And so that is like my favorite part of all of this is just being able to connect with you guys and just know that you truly have a cheerleader in me, an advocate in me. Um, when you feel at your down and out moment, just think, cousin Lindsay is rooting for me because I probably am. I'm probably over here like, I wonder what cousin Kia Simi is doing in Nigeria right now. And I hope she's having a good day. Like I will randomly do that for all of you guys just throughout my day. Just you'll pop in my head and I'll think a thought. And so I'm not lying whenever I'm like, I think of y'all often.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's the true sign of you building a community, because we all, I mean, I could rattle off Aunt Fran, Fab Tab, Kia Simi, and Mama Net, and Tabitha Leo, and Katasha, and Cousin Brittany, and Auntie Kia. Like, you built the community that we can rattle off.
Their
and I know
name.
I probably left a lot of, like, Cousin Gordon, and, all, like, yeah, you built a community.
Wow. Wow. And an
Yeah.
awesome community it is.
Yes,
To
it
God
is.
be all the glory.
All the
Yeah.
glory. And it's always been what I loved about it. It's been so non-transparent. I mean, so transparent, and so non-judgmental. And we could all be ourselves and be silly and, and then, it be poignant and, to the point of tears or, one night, you're stepping on our toes and it's either ouch or amen, you know.
A lot of
And
ouches. I
we're
was like,
doing it.
ooh, that hurt. Yeah.
Yes, and it's like, oh my goodness, that's me all day long. Okay, let me go pray about it and change that. Because I don't want to go further with that anymore because that was me all day long. Like, oh my goodness, Lord, did I do that? Was I feeling like that? Oh my goodness. Like, oh, I've been convicted. Let me get on my knees right now. Like, what in the world?
You got
I
my
wanna-
husband over here laughing at you.
Wait, I do have a question.
Uh-huh.
What does it mean when you would say get your something about hair, but it's slang where you
Edges
go,
snatched.
what is you say that again?
When I said
And
like snatching your edges.
That. What does that mean, you guys? Break it down, white girl. Break it down for
Oh,
me.
I'm
Break it down.
strong. I'm strong. I
done.
can't.
Cousin Nancy, we love you. Okay. So okay, we'll start with the basics. You know how babies have like baby hairs
Yes.
and everything. So there's that. And like babies, they have their baby hairs that naturally pop out. But however, it is also a trend, like it's outrageous these days, but it's actually always been a trend where, especially for urban folks, where we would slick down those baby hairs. And as teens and as adults, we would slick them down, kind of gel them down. Nowadays, they still have all the baby hairs, but now they're coming down to the eyebrows and they're doing all kinds of crazy things. So that's not what we want. But basically, it is the edge of your scalp, your hairline right here. And so it's the edge of your scalp, your hairline, and snatching the edges, like I'm snatching out a chunk of your edges. Another, get over here, like I'm grabbing you up, like. So it's a common phrase, I don't want to say slang, but like a catchphrase of
Yeah.
like where you're getting somebody together, basically, like, "Ooh, girl, you snatched my edges today, like you got me
It made me
together
laugh.
today."
But I was like, I gotta ask one day, what does snatch the edges really mean? I just needed to know that. Inquiring minds want to know.
I am so glad you asked. Yes, it's getting you together. I'm snatching your edges. Get it together.
Okay. I love it. I see, we can have real talk, community. We can have real talk
Right.
every darn
Yes.
day.
And
Right.
real
Yes.
talk, I just last night finally figured out who you look like, Lindsay.
Me?
I said yes, because I kept saying she looks like somebody, and I was like, who is it? Girl, you ain't nothing but a light-skinned chili. A light-skinned chili.
That is
I know
a
it's skin, but
first.
we say skinned it, okay?
That is a first. I have not heard that one before.
So,
I
Nancy,
have
because I know you look like so lost, but if you look up the group TLC from the 90s,
I know TLC. That's what that's who Chili is. She's
Chili. Yes. She looks like
That's
a
where
light
I was going. I
version.
was going to my Google right now, like, okay, translation.
Yes.
Yeah.
T-Ball's Left Eye and Chili made up
Right.
the group TLC.
Yep.
Did you ever know that acronym was their names? TLC?
Yep.
T-Ball's
Mm-hmm.
Left Eye and Chili. Okay, yes.
Mhm.
So yeah, look, all kinds of things. We got chili, we got snatching edges. Whether you have your edges laid down or not, you can get your edges snatched. Especially with weaves and wigs and all of those things. Sometimes those can take out your edges. So edges is like a big thing in the hair world. Okay, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like you gotta maintain whatever edges you got. But sometimes.
Well, I was giggling on the inside because I got a whole head of hair extensions. So I was like, I got my weave. I got my this.
Oh,
I got
she
all the things in here.
Okay.
I am one of the cousins. I'm one
Yes.
of the cousins.
You gotta do it, Nancy.
I'm like,
Oh, girl.
all kind of hair
You
is
go, cousin
one of the
Nancy.
fun cousins.
You better work, Nancy. That's all I can say.
She said she got her extensions. Okay.
You better
Yes.
work.
I got her edges intact. Like
My
everybody
edges,
got
my
their
edges.
intact.
Yes.
Your edges are laid.
Mhm. Now we got some time to grow our edges back. I can't promise that they ain't gonna get snatched in the community, but
I know you're gonna
now,
still snatch them.
for now, they're safe. They're safe. Yes, yes, yes.
Carmen, do you know what edges are?
She's still weak.
Carmen's sound asleep. Carmen's like, I'm exhausted. I've gone to sleep. I'm done.
She sure did, probably, because she been quiet. She ain't made no comments or
Mhm.
nothing.
Yeah,
Good.
you sleep.
She needs to be asleep. But oh yeah, she knows. She knows. Like earlier in the comments, she said her nails were slaying right now, and I was like, wait, what are you saying? And then she corrected. I was like, oh, girl, why are your nails slaying at midnight? Like you should not be painting nails. What are you doing? But yes, yes, yes. I love you guys. I love all you cousins, whether you're tuned in live or catching the replay later on. For those of you on the screen, any last words about just this past 100 days? For those of you not on the screen, put it in the comments. Any last words about devotional time for mindset?
I just feel like it was the biggest blessing for me.
Facts.
I mean, the biggest blessing. Like I have not, been this blessed in I don't know, just a long time. Like that something has actually changed my way of thinking and my life, going forward and my thought process. and getting closer to God, and even, making it more apparent every day. Like that Bible that you got, that I ordered that it came the next day. Remember, you showed it that night, and as soon as I got off the Zoom, the platform, I jumped on Zoom and I ordered, and then got it the next day, like that morning, like that same day it came. And I've been looking at it ever since, and it is just such a welcome addition, to my little arsenal of Bibles that I, currently have, because it just explains everything the way you did. And so thanks for that too.
Absolutely.
Wow. Wow.
I think we're going to be cousins for a really
I
long
appreciate
time,
y'all.
guys.
That's my
Yes.
plan. I don't know how y'all feel, but
Yeah. For real. Yes. I appreciate all of y'all. What really helped me was, like I said, the night that I was in the hospital because I was feeling some type of way. Remember, I was telling you I was supposed to be in West Palm Beach, Florida, and I couldn't go. Then here was my sister sending me a gazillion pictures of what they were doing. I felt so left out. And so it helped me to be able to like have you all to talk to that night. It was more than just me sharing that testimony. It was an outlet for me and it really helped. And so I kind of fell off a little bit when I got home. I was trying to catch up on time with my husband, and sometimes that's around the time that we go to the club. That's our code word. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So me and my best friend call it the club. Like, girl, you going to the club tonight? Yes, girl.
okay, okay. Listen, well, let me go to the club tonight.
Baby, you want to go dancing?
8 p.m.
Yes, I'm
after
ready to go
dark.
dancing at the club. So some nights I would have to skip to go to the club. So I'm like, okay. But look at Nancy. But
You guys are the best.
I just really enjoyed, it's like no matter how many nights I miss, it's like I knew, okay, they're gonna still be there the next night. Like y'all gonna be there and I could catch up, like I could get in where I fit in. And so I would come back on, y'all still there, we still talking. And I'm a night owl, so it was perfect for me, perfect timing for me. So I'm just thankful, I'm grateful. And I think what's gonna happen, Lindsay, I think you're gonna have to do a third round. You're gonna see that it's gonna be a void, and you can be like, you know what? A third round is gonna come somewhere eventually. I don't know
Somewhere.
when.
She's just joking, Lord. She's just joking.
It don't have to be 100 days. Like you can do some mini DTM thing, like a week long. We're gonna do a week. Just
Okay, okay. I
you know
can
what
do with
I'm
that.
saying. Just we're gonna have a retreat, y'all. It's gonna be our DTM retreat. We're gonna do a week. And
I
when you
like
mentioned,
it.
yeah, and when you mentioned the actual trips that you all, take, I've never been on a girls' trip ever in my life. When I graduated from college in
Oh,
2016, my
wow.
sister promised me a girls' trip. I still have not been on a girls' trip. So I feel some type of way about being 44 years old and never been on a girls' trip. I have one son in college and one son about to be a senior next year. Oh, you guys, I gotta tell you real quick. I took my baby to get his prom stuff today. I was so excited. I took him to get so my last baby, my oldest son missed junior prom because of COVID. So this was just so exciting. But yeah, so when you guys get ready to go on that trip, I hope that I'm gonna say I am gonna be able to go.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Because that's gonna be my first girls trip. I'm claiming it.
yes. Cousin Soleil says, "Love you, cousins."
Love
Hey,
you,
my
Soleil.
cousin Fancy just tuned in on TikTok. Make sure you catch the replay because we've been having a good time tonight, and we are wrapping up cousin Soleil and cousin Fancy. But yes, yes, yes. Listen, shameless self plug right here. Feel free to join me in Bali for the self care retreat this October. It's not a DTM retreat, but it's still a Lindsay Burtner First Class Life retreat, and we are all about self-care. Cousin Nancy, she's been doing her prayers, getting herself ready for this long flight so that she can go. Yes, yes, yes. So join us in Bali. If you want more information, we can hop on a call and talk about all the details. Just shoot me a DM for our First Class Life Self Care Retreat in Bali, Indonesia this October. And Cousin Kia, you are going on one of these retreats, if
Yeah,
not
I'm gonna need
all
y'all
of
to
them.
be somewhere in the
Okay.
US, like a little bit closer. I need y'all to be somewhere in the US, like a little bit closer for me, because I gotta have an American hospital that I can get to if need be. Okay. Because these
Well,
foreign hospitals, I get up in there talk about I'm having a sickle cell crisis. They be like, "What's that?"
oh, yeah. So we definitely are
No,
gonna keep praying for your health as well.
right.
And not only that you get healthy, but also you get to a point where you can go out of state with us, not just out,
Wherever.
out of country. Stamp
Out of
your
country.
passport.
I need a stamp. Okay. The last stamp I had on my passport was when I was a child and my father got stationed in Germany.
Mm,
So my little passport picture, I was a kid. I was 11 years old. So I need a grown-up stamp on my passport. So I'm looking
there
forward
you
to that.
go.
You put those intentions out,
Yes.
God will
Mm-hmm.
get you there.
Yes.
Okay.
Y'all, I
All
have to go to
right.
bed. I have to say good night.
Yes, yes, yes. I
Good
love
I
you
night.
guys.
I
Me
have joy
too.
knowing I have joy knowing that I will see you all because I'm part of the community. Because otherwise I'd be like, can I just stay all night and I'll just listen to you guys? But knowing that I'm going to see the cousins in the community gives me so much joy, and I'm going to learn. I'm going to keep growing in the word, and I am so grateful for every single one of you because I've learned from all of you, and you are all a wonderful inspiration. And Lindsay Vertner, you are something special, girl.
Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
I love
Good
you.
Nancy.
Oh.
Oh, hi,
Oh.
sweet baby. Oh, my sweet baby.
And I
I
just want to
have
let y'all
allergies.
know, hold on to that website, like save it, because I'm gonna send you all a message. I haven't like really shared this with anybody, but I am a minister as well. So the next time I preach, I will send a message in here and let y'all know that I'm gonna be preaching that Sunday so that y'all can tune in and see one of my messages.
Okay.
Yay!
All
Okay.
right.
You
Yes.
go, Auntie Kia.
Yes.
So thank you.
Listen,
Okay,
guys.
Auntie Kim.
I love you, cousins. I am excited to celebrate with you guys. In the words of cousin Kia, now she got me thinking about going to the club tonight. Means I gotta let y'all go.
Get your dance on, girl. Get your dance on.
Yes, yes. But no, truly, truly, I again thank you guys for trusting me to guide you on this journey. And remember, the journey doesn't have to end here. Just go to mindsetmastersuite.com and join the official DTM community where we will continue hanging out over there. It'll be all of this, but in our own private space. Invite your friends to the space. Invite your friends, share the replays with them, and say, hey, I thought of you and thought that you might be interested in this lesson. Encourage other people, share the link, the YouTube link, the replays, whatever it is. I appreciate you guys for sharing. I appreciate you guys for just showing up and engaging with your comments, with your shares, with your likes. It truly means a lot to me. And as I always say, I am thinking of you often and praying for you always. And we will not be here for day 102 tomorrow. So,
Lindsay gets her time back.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. She gets her
Woo!
time back.
I
Yeah,
mean,
Lindsay's gonna be at the club tomorrow night. She said, bump that.
I do. But I will still see y'all in the official devotional time for Mindset Community. It's so awkward because I want to say, the things I would normally say, but that's a wrap, folks. That's a wrap.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye,
Thank you.
Katasha. Bye.
See
Bye,
you,
Auntie Kia.
Nancy.
Have a good
Good
night,
night.
See you,
everyone.
Auntie Kia. See you
Good night,
Sunday.
Natasha. All right. Thank y'all. Love you
Bye.
all.
Love
Love
you
you too.
too. Yes.
Let's see how to log off.
You gotta end all these
Night.
platforms.